Hey, how are you doing? We are surprisingly here. Well, not surprisingly, I had planned this out, but I do really feel motivated, so we're here for a third day. Third day? No, it's a second day actually. Sorry, my bad. Hello, hi Mighty. I am checking everything. Okay. So, how are we doing? I feel very sore. I worked out again today, but it wasn't as heavy as it wasn't it wasn't as heavy because I only did like bridges, stretches, but I could barely do my stretches. Mind you, they're twists, so I had to like do this like weird crossing my legs and like twisting around. You have to hold it for like a minute. I could barely do 30 seconds, so I've lost a lot of my endurance, but we're gaining that back little by little. I'm hoping the soreness goes away, but I've never like consistently like worked out for a longer period of time other than a week. It always just comes and goes, so I am hoping I can stay consistent to see the results. So we are indeed just existing. I have a lot of thoughts in my head, but I'm not sure if I want to ramble too much. Yeah, that's fair. I don't mind it. It's not that bad. Like, it's kind of nice to feel the soreness, but also it just kind of sucks when I'm like sitting down comfortably and then I have to get back up and it just hurts. But it's like, such is life, you know? Oh yeah, so my coworker today, he brought his 3DS with him. And he was telling me about how he found it after losing it for like quite a couple of years. Apparently he had left it like over a box of something and he just left it there until they were like, as of like the last couple of days, like reorganizing their house and whatnot, and then he just found his 3DS and I was like, oh, that's cool. I have a DS XL. It's like it's just the DS, but it's like larger. And I think he commented that like, oh yeah, you can just he played Super Mario 64. It's like, well, I played the original one, but not, I didn't know there was a DS version, and apparently there is. So now I'm like, I want to get that DS version. 3DS XL, where it's at. I'm surprised there's so many versions of like either the 3DS XL, 3DS, and other versions that are, I'm like, why did you release so many versions? You know? So now I really want the Super Mario 64 for the DS, because I kind of low-key do not like emulating it on my computer. Low-key, I kind of don't. Anyways, besides that, I don't have any other thoughts. I think we can just go right into it. I'm being a little bit scattered. Okay. Time for the crab. Is it? Okay, now, funny enough, I don't have a lot of lunacy because I spent a little bit last night because I was trying to be funny. Man, I fixed this. Oh, there we go. I was like, I said everything last night Nothing can go wrong. I think we'll put up chat for today. Where is the chat? Where is anything? There you are. Does the chat look okay? There we go. Okay. So yeah, we don't have a lot to gamble with. If not, we can do like maybe one pull. But I was thinking we could probably do some story. It's tomorrow. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we can just do story, and then tomorrow we can do the gambling. That sounds better, because then we can get points for that. We can get more stuff, so I think that's a good strategy. I didn't do any chores. I didn't feel like it. I just kind of forgot. So I could do them. No, I don't want to. So we finished the interval of did we finish interval of 2? No, yeah, there we go. Free money. So we did that last time. And now we have 2 minis to go through. We have rooms past the back door, and then the first Walpurgis night, which I am, if not overdue to watch that, because I'm aware of Walpurgis, but I haven't been introduced to it, if that makes sense. I've been explaining what it is and how it works. It's just that I haven't gone through it like myself, you know? So this will be a first. Met Mahler office and turned your bus into a ship. Yeah, they're kind of cool guys. Even though once we sailed off, the ship just sank, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. Yeah, and then we'll finally get into Canto 5, the evil defining or I don't think it's deafening. No, it's not deafening. That's not how you spell deafening. The evil defining. So I'm quite intrigued. So I am ready to get into this. Defining. Yeah, I figured. Alrighty. Ready to go? Do we have our drinks, snacks, or whatever before continuing? Hello, Sharon Bong Bong. Welcome to the stream. That's such a cute username. Yeah, I'm very excited to continue. I've been told time and time again that after Canto 4, things really go up in quality or like better pacing, blah blah blah. So I'm very excited for that. I want to see what I've been missing for, if not another 6 months, a couple months. I don't know. I'm very behind. Let's go. Oh, it's right there. So rooms past the back door. Gotta read. Gosh darn it. Actually, let me configure something right here. I want to move the chat a little bit, because it's kind of covering the name of the character in question. Can I put you guys right there? Are you guys comfortable right there? Should I go on the other side? How do we make this work? So I feel like I should make the lighting a little bit brighter. There you go. I think that's a good spot. Okay. I didn't read that. Okay. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. Whether we're riding the bus through a forest or navigating the bus boat over a vast lake, our daily routine changes very little.
감사합니다. 지금부터 변동 가능성을 가진 최대 12시간의 수면 및 휴식을 시작합니다. 좋은 밤 되시게.
Interesting. Were they not getting sleep beforehand? Usual hubbub, followed by the usual leisurely idleness. I guess I'm not the only one starting to enjoy these normal, routine days. It wasn't by our choice, though. By now, I thought we'd be sailing vigorously across the waters toward the Lobotomy Corp branch located somewhere within U Corp. I just stopped playing Limbus past Canto 6 in favor of Library Arena. Ah, beautiful. Sorry. I'm just a lot. Lobotomy Corp and Library Arena have such a like dear place in my heart. So that is so good. Whoever is like, just play those games first before Limbus. You don't need to, but I do love Lobotomy Corp and Library to the point where I would like plead you to please play those two first. They're so good, especially Lobotomy Corp. It's very funny because when I started playing Lobotomy Corp for stream, I was told that Library of Arena was easier, but I was like, nah, we're gonna play Lobotomy Corp first if that's the first one in the order of games. So we did that one first, and I don't regret it. So highly recommend. Highly I forget words right now. My mind is blanking so hard. You get the gist. Anyways. But here we are, unable to leave the coastal side of the Great Lake, dawdling, and twiddling our thumbs. Well, it's not like there's been an accident. While Foss didn't elaborate, she explained that we had to wait for now. If I were to hazard a guess, we were waiting here to complete some kind of an entry procedure like we did at Cape Corp. Either that, or we're waiting for someone, probably the Before team, to get in touch with us. Because one, I can't keep up with the 3-month Canto schedule, and two, Limbus can be so brain dead sometimes. I can say that a little bit. Yeah, I got a god pull the first time I started playing Limbus because like I was still a couple of months late before I started playing Limbus, and then it was like around the time Wild Hunts was happening. So first pull ever, mind you, I got Wild Hunts for that season, but I was barely starting Limbus, so it was a good like a really good pull to start with, and I haven't had that same luck since. But yeah, I totally get that. I think my personal takeaways is that, I call them Limbus chores to like, progress through the like battle pass and whatever. They're not my favorite part, even though like I really like I like completing tasks. My brain just like enjoys that. It's just that it can be very, it's like my issue that it becomes obsessive. So like I just don't. I just don't. But I do like Limbus for the story and everything, so I want to get caught up with that. But once we're like caught up and everything, if we do get caught up, I think I'll just maybe focus on something else while a Canto comes out. We'll say the last two Cantos do have a bit more difficulty than the stuff before it, though I'd say it starts around the bosses in Canto 7. Ooh, I see. So 2 more Cantos, I guess? I'm kind of scared of that a little bit. Because I don't want, like... Mind you, I'm sort of, like, not lost, but I'm also not good at discerning what to do in this game most of the time. And I don't want it to... I don't want a Library Arena to happen. Which it wasn't bad, but I feel like I had to have my hand held throughout a lot of the last leg of, the gameplay wise, because it was very hard bosses. And then we were doing like some extra fights, but besides that, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of more like a personal feeling on my end where I just felt like incompetent. But like, I don't know, I want to be able to like, I'm hoping I can tackle these, but I'm kind of worried I won't be. But I'll do my best. Let me suffer until I learn. So continuing. Which brings us here, surrounded by nothing but endless water. The sinners chattered about inane subjects before complaining about this immense boredom. It was mostly those extra fights that kicked you, I would say. The last gauntlet was more just long and you played late. I did. I don't stream as late as I used to before, but it was still pretty late when I used to. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to cherish my sleep. So we each elected to enjoy this brief maritime respite in our own ways. You good, Yusong?
자네 정말 괜찮은 것이오?
수없이 말했으나 또 한 번 대답하자면 나는 괜찮소.
Oh, is he nauseous?
속에 있는 것을 자꾸만 호수에게 되돌려주는데 그게 어찌 괜찮단 말이오?
Except for Yusong, who had surprisingly low tolerance for seasickness. This voyage was proving to be rather uneventful. I need to read better. Yusong, the day's over. You can go back to your room now.
드디어 벗어날 수 있는 것인가?
I'm so glad that Yusong smells a bit more after Canto 4. It's really refreshing. Not like it was like annoying before, but like I'm glad that after going through that catharsis, he can be a bit more animated and joyful at least than before. Seriously, I told you that you could rest in your room if you wanted.
벗들 또한 고충이 있어. 어찌 나 혼자 그리하겠는가?
That's my sentiment too. I cannot in good faith seek comfort only for myself. Yeah, me too. You're the one with the biggest share of suffering right now. While I wish that he'd be more reasonable with himself, I could see where he was coming from. I thought better of it than to try to convince him otherwise. I instead chose to help Yusong to his room.
고맙소 단테. 그럼 조금 있다 보겠네.
I waved at him and watched until he stumbled into his room and closed the door behind him.
관리자 나리. 그럼 본인도 먼저 휴식을 취하겠네.
Yeah, rest well. Don Quixote walked into the same door that Yusong had walked into. I could get a blurry a blurry glimpse into her room over her shoulder. I couldn't get a good look at it, but it was certainly not the same room Yusong had walked into. I see these doors every day, but I still don't get it. I should probably be used to this by now, but it's still pretty fascinating how the rooms changed based on who opened the doors. Oh, quietness. I turned, leaving their shed door behind, ready to return to my room. Yeah. There's a door immediately to the right side of the demarcation of the corridor we're not allowed to cross. Within that door is a space somewhat different from the sinner's rooms. In there were the wooden door to my room and the metal door leading into the mirror dungeons. The doors leading to the excavation dungeons and the recently opened door to the refraction railway also come into view. No new doors yet. For no reason in particular, I creak those doors open and take a quick peek inside to see if anything changed. Well, I've never actually managed to catch any changes myself, but who knows? So all the grinding you do is canon. I can see that. Maybe I'll notice something worth keeping to myself. which I should probably report to Foster. Oh. Something must have caught wind of my rather mischievous thought. Ooh. An ear-splitting siren's blares all the way here from the other end of the bus.
아이씨, 또 뭐야?
아이, 이거 그때 그거지.
고지. 볼륨 좀 내리라고.
I spun around to face the other side of the corridor. The sinners, alarmed by the noise, were one by one picking out of their rooms. They were used to this siren by now, but that didn't change the unpleasant fact that their sweet, private hours were disturbed.
단테, 마침 잘 되었네요. 함께 확인하러 가시죠.
Okay. I accompanied Foss to the helm. She fiddled with a few buttons and shut off the alarm. Incomprehensible, complicated-looking letters began to fill the round screen. Is that a new room?
아무리 파우스트더라도 해독할 수 있는 시간 정도는 다소 필요로 한답니다.
Right, right. The siren always comes without a warning. Sorry, comes without. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm filling in words whether or not. The siren always comes without warning. And with it appeared the mirror dungeons, the excavation dungeons, and the refraction railways. I don't know if it's relevant, but I didn't see anything that would indicate activity when I checked the railway door earlier.
그쪽은 아닐 확률이 제일 높죠. 아직 2호선으로 가는 문의 불도 꺼지지 않았는데 그렇게 빠른 시기에 올 거라고는 생각하기 어렵네요.
I guess you're right. The first railway really took me by surprise when it appeared. A new door had appeared before us, its edges shimmering with a blue glow, and when we entered it, the mysterious vehicle was just sitting there, waiting for us. Blah blah blah. Its appearance somewhat resembled that of Mephistopheles, but it was also patently clear that I'd never seen anything like it before. An odd feeling.
철도를 처음 마주했을 때의 기억이 강렬한가 보군요, 단테. 하긴 파우스트가 내부를 확인하려고 진입했을 때 격렬한 반응을 보이셨기도 하고요.
Come on, I wasn't the only one that freaked out. Everyone did. What are we talking about? What if that thing left the station before the rest of us got on? Huh? Was what I wanted to say if Faust hadn't already turned around from the screen, to which her eyes had been metaphorically glued for a while, and walked away. This wasn't it then?
네. 이번 변동성은 저희가 사용할 법한 게 아니네요.
Okay. I thought it was an awkward time for a new door to appear. Too soon, too soon.
던전과 철도가 처음 나타난 시기도 묘한 시점이었습니다, 단테. 언제 새로운 요소가 관찰될지 모르니 섣부른 고정관념은 피하는 걸 추천드립니다. 그리고 메피스토펠레스의 엔진이 변동성을 감지해서 울리는 알람은 복도 어딘가에 새롭게 드나들 문이 생겼다는 의미이기도 합니다.
Interesting.
들어섰다가는 정말 되돌릴 수도 없는 공간이 열릴 수도 있으니 확실하게 파악해둬야겠죠.
That is true. Even Heathcliff won't do anything like that again. Probably.
섣부른 고정관념은
Yeah.
아무튼 당장에는 큰 문제가 없으니 남은 휴게 시간을 즐기는 편이 합당하다는 생각이 드네요. 먼저 돌아가겠습니다. 편하게 쉬세요, 단테.
With those as her parting words, Foss disappeared into her room in her usual manner. Left alone again on this boat. I looked at the numerous letters displayed on the screen. Numbers, unintelligible letters, drawings, and symbols depicting something. I had to shake my clock head after staring at that dizzying sight for a while. I wonder if this is how Yi Song felt earlier. I'm starting to feel nauseous. Please don't. I was barely able to hold back the vertigo from setting in. Time to saunter back to my room. Let's turn in early tonight. Cool. I'm gonna read chat. My sinner's low-key citing after being forced to work in the mirror dungeon. Mine's for 3,000. Sorry. 6,357 times. I want to say that hunted me down for the last Walpurgis. Like Okay, stuff that I low-key don't understand. Sorry. That's cool though. So we do have the refraction railway, which I haven't touched, by the way. I have not bothered into touching it at all. I do not want to meddle with it. I don't feel like it. I don't know what it does. Like I could click on it, but oh. Clear Canto 7. Clear Canto 7. Got it. So we need to clear Canto 7 for that. Maybe. Wait, was that it? Was that it for that mini? Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Alrighty, so mini 2, the first Walpurgis night. I thought these would be a little bit longer. I forget they're very short, so we'll have time for getting into Canto 5. I didn't think we would, but I guess we do. Will you enter the first Walpurgis night? Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't I? I'm gonna cut my throat. Another day, another prolonged and dreary period of waiting. Waiting, and some more waiting for something to happen. Of course, our bus boat, it's so funny, was still floating on the coastal Great Lake. Voices of discontent among the sinners started small, but they have been growing increasingly incessant as of late.
아이, 깜짝이야.
All of a sudden, an ear-splitting siren echoes throughout the cabins. It's that alarm again, warning us of a volatility in Mephistopheles, but it was much louder, much more painful than the ones we've heard before. And this time, it wasn't the only thing that assaulted our senses.
뭐야? 지금껏 이런 색으로 번쩍거린 일은 없었잖아.
또 뭐야? 이 망할 고물 버스 뭐 잘못 집어먹은 거 아니야?
드디어 길고 긴 기다림이 끝나고 모험의 시작으로 들어서는가?
이게 저희가 기다리던 건가요?
아니,
Vergilius frowned as though he sensed that something was off. He turned to Faust. It was one of those rare occasions when I could sense the slightest hint of confusion from him.
비상. 내 피가 터질 것처럼 울고 있어. 내 피 아파.
파우스트 씨, 이런 알림 형식은 사전에 전달받지 못했는데.
우선 잘못된 사실부터 정정하겠습니다. 메피스토펠레스는 고물버스가 아닙니다. 그리고 무언가를 먹는 행위도
So
하지
let's get the
않습니다.
facts straight. Alright, Missy.
연료 보급을 위해 엔진에 있는 엔케팔린 보급 장치를 간혹 사용하긴 하지만 문제되지 않을 뿐더러 잘못되어도 전부 분해 후에 수리가 가능한
말이 그렇다는 거지. 그래서 대체 무슨 일인데 이게? 터지기 직전 같잖아.
메피스토펠레스를 고물버스라 칭하는 것은 파우스트의 심혈을 기울인 설계와
히스클리프 씨, 아까 하신 말씀 취소 안 하면 계속 저러실 것 같은데요.
It's like you just give her the win. Just stop. Just make her stop.
히스, 빨리 취소해. 이렇게 설명도 못 듣고 있다가 진짜 이거 터져버리면 어떡하라고.
아까 말한 거 취소다.
아까라는
That's
표현은
my
매우
point.
범위가 넓군요. 파우스트는 그것이 구체적으로 어떤 발언을 취소하려는
Boss,
뜻인지 알 수
please set up
없습니다.
the alarm.
대신 파우스트는 구체적으로 메피스토펠레스의 대단함을 설명할 수 있습니다. 가령 이 나사는
God damn,
이
boss.
버스 고물이라고 말한 거 뭐 잘못 먹었냐는 거 취소한다고 미안하다고.
Mucho texto. The cabin briefly echoes with his cries and then a brief silence. I think I saw Boss flash the briefest grin of satisfaction.
좋습니다.
전극은 끝났나? 별로 우습지도 않으니 인내심을 그만 시험해줬으면 좋겠어.
We'll point out line 1 at the very least will stay forever even if you had to clear Canto. What? Also, we'll point out line 1 at the very least will stay forever even if you have to clear Canto 8. What does that mean? Fun fact, the first Walpurgis banner was Regret, Ego, Suit, Foss, and Hook Office Honglu. Honglu is supposed to be Tyann from the Hook Office fight. Oh, nice. Oh, happy birthday, Foss. If that was yesterday. I didn't know they had birth. Well, I know they have birthdays, but I don't know their dates. Oh, most railways disappear over time. That's... Yeah, I'm not familiar with how the railways work. Poor Gregor gets born on the 29th of February. That really sucks. Every 4 years. How old is he? Is he just 4 years old? The sinner's birthday's other sinner number for their month and day. Oh, yeah. So once you reach Canto 8, no matter when in the future, you'll get to play Line 1. Okay, cool. Oh, that's very cute. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a bit different from the usual alarms. Don't think this one's for a new door.
간단합니다. 그 밤이 찾아온 거죠.
The night is here. Night? You mean night rain? The night rain is here?
알튼 말 답파모분.
답답하게 하면 뭐가
발프르기스의 밤이 찾아온 것 같습니다.
Are we gonna read that again? Talk or I snap your something snapping something.
지금은 밤이 아니다만 적어도 이 연안에서는
It's not actually night yet.
당장 눈에 보이는 태양을 확인할 수 없는 현상인
My arms hurt.
밤에 대한 이야기가 아닙니다.
그렇다면 이곳은 현상에 지어진 이름이라는 말로 들리는구려.
You songs seem to be doing a little better now that the waves had died down somewhat.
네, 메피스토펠레스 엔진은
Neck
여러
cleanly
기능을
was the last
탑재하고 있지만
words. I
그
see.
중에서도 여러분에게 와닿는 것은 아마 인격과 에고의 추출일 것입니다. 하지만 추출이 가능한 범위는 다소 한정되어 있는 편입니다. 점차 늘어가고는 있지만
그것도 황금과지와 관련이 있나? 우리의 여정이 진행되는 것에 맞추어 새로운 것이 끄집어 올려지는 것으로 보였는데.
아주 틀린 답은 아니겠군요. 관리자님과 우리 수감자들이 경험하는 것에 따라서 추출 범위가 점차 넓어져 가니까요. 보통 그런 추출은 대가를 치르고 추출해야만 하지만 경험하셨던 것처럼 갑자기 튀어나오는 인격패들이 존재합니다. 기억하시겠죠, 단테?
Some of them just randomly popped out of the engine.
잠깐. 못 따라가겠어서. 인격패는 또 뭐냐?
아, 모르셨나요? 히스클리프 씨는 항상 관심 있는 것에만 관심을 가지신단 말이죠. 조금 부럽기도 하네요.
대가리 깨지고 싶냐?
자, 그만 싸우자고. 저 길잡이 양반도 시퍼렇게 쳐다보고 있는데. 아무튼 그 뭐냐, 그거야 그거. 아이 관리자 양반이 엔진에서 종종 뭘 끄집어내서 들고 오잖아. 다른 세계라고 했던가? 거울 세계. 그건가? 아무튼 그쪽 세계에 우리가 어떤 모습인지 그려져 있는 물건 말하는 거야. 자꾸 길쭉한, 응? 네모난 그거.
You done? I love Gregor.
맞아요. 마치 마작패 같죠?
Do they look like Mahjong?
나는
아유.
웨이퍼 과자 같다고 생각했는데.
인격이 담겨 있는 물건이 마치 패와 같으니 어느샌가 그걸 인격패라고 부르게 되었던 것 같소.
그러니까 우리가 그 네모난 장난감 같은 걸로 변신한다고? 난 그런 거 쓴 적 없는데.
That's because I am the one using them.
관리자님의 단말기에는 가지고 있는 인격패와 에고를 직접 장착할 수 있는 홈들이 마련되어 있습니다. 저희가 각각 전투에 임할 때 해당 내용이 반영되죠.
It would be kind of funny if Dante just has like a Yu-Gi-Oh Dex thing that he hasn't, you know, the thing that they put on their arm. And he just has like all the identity cards on them. And he just kind of like playing Yu-Gi-Oh with them.
자꾸 싸우기 전에 뭘 만지작거리고 있나?
I mean, it might as well be something similar.
그걸 건드리고 있었군.
The device used to transform your character is the main screen UI. Yeah, I figured. I could tell from his flabbergasted expression that none of it had ever even occurred to Heathcliff. On the other hand, Don Quixote wore a somewhat forlorn expression. What's wrong, Don Quixote?
아, 본인은 그저 이런 상황에서 이스마엘 군이었다면 아직도 그걸 몰랐냐? 라느니 한심하다. 라느니 하고 있을 텐데 막상 보이지도 들리지도 않으니 마음이
I
섭섭하네.
forgot that. I forgot what happened during Seat. I remember now, and I'm kind of dreading.
아, 그렇네. 그게 부족했네.
이 새끼들이.
그만. 설명이 밀려 있습니다, 파우스트 씨. 그쯤하고 이 초록색 불빛에 대해 마저 설명하는 게.
관리자님이 광기라는 대가를 치르지 않고도 얻었던 그 인격패들로 미루어 보아 메피스토펠레스의 추출 기능은 불확실성에 따른 예측 불가적 특징을 지닌다고 설명할 수 있을 것입니다.
뭐라는 거야?
Me too. What the hell is she talking about? It's like,
그대가
kind of
설계한
saying-
것에 불확실성이 개입한다는 것은
맞습니다. 이 엔진은 엔케팔린을 연료로 나아가지만 추출과 재고축 기능에 있어서는 혼돈, 쉽게 말해 일종의 가능성을 연료로 하고 있죠. 어딘가에 있을 여러 거울 세계의 줄기들 중에서 관측이 확실해진 것을 찾을 때마다 추출의 범위가 늘어나는데 지금은 그 가능성들의 경계가 완전히 허물어진 것이죠.
I know my brain is blanking out so much. I'm reading it and then I just like blank out. Okay.
현재를 기점으로 과거, 미래 3년의 오차 안에 있던 추출의 범위가 발프루기스의 밤이 찾아올 때는 10년, 어쩌면 그 이상의 범위로 늘어나게 되는 겁니다.
Oh.
그렇다면 과거 엄청난 이름을 날렸던 해결사의 인격도
이론상으로는요. 하지만 발프루기스의 밤은 그때만의 독립성을 가지기 때문에 모든 가능성을 무수하게 추출할 수는 없을 겁니다.
Basically, the longer you go, the more crazy ideas you can pull, and Wahlburgers extends the arrangement further. Fair.
그렇다면 과거 최강 전설의 해결사 붉은
Oh, the red mist.
안개도?
Don't. Oh, man.
가능성은 매우 낮지만 부정까지 하지는 않겠습니다.
That sounds like that sucks.
범인은 이 세계가 있기 위해 필연적으로 얽혀있던 세계. 예를 들면 백야, 흑주가 있기 전에 로보토미 코퍼레이션 본사 때의 시점이 대표적이겠군요. 어떤 의미에서는 전곡을 찌르는 질문이었네요, 돈키호테.
I didn't know who this red mist was, nor did I know what white nights and dark days was. I do. But I could hazard guess that they both must have been pretty significant, considering that Virgilia's face grew visibly tense as soon as they were mentioned. What do you have to do with it, buddy? What do you know about it? The sinners were unsettled too.
정리하자면 이번 알림은 어떠한 긴급적인 상황은 아니라는 것이 결론이겠군.
그렇습니다. 가끔 찾아오는 축제 정도로 말할 수 있겠네요.
It is a
아직까지는요.
festival. Everyone treats it like that.
축제, 신나는 일, 카론도
Oh,
신나.
Shadon.
전부 이해가 된 건 아니지만 우리가 기다리던 신호는 아니군요.
It's just the things in Claire. Don't worry about it.
맞아. 대기는 그대로다.
The sinners sighed and groaned with disappointment as the newfound anticipation fizzled. Well, something did happen, but it wasn't something that would get us moving. I can see what a disappointment this might be to them.
그럼 저 시끄러운 녹색불은 언제 꺼지는 거지?
엔진에서 추출을 진행하기만 하면 자동으로 꺼질 겁니다. 안심하세요.
자, 이제 다들 적당히 해산해. 관리자, 당신은 빨리 추출을 진행해서 저 알람 좀 끄도록.
좋말. 새 것이 나와도 기껏 뒷문 탐방이나 하고 다니겠지.
그래도 언제 이렇게 유유자적 있어 보겠나요?
기다리는 자에게 복이 있다 하였소.
Every sinner says their piece before returning to their seats. Some of them walk out of the cabin to gaze at the lake. It's something they must be growing a tad tired of doing at this point. Maybe they're just going out for a long sigh. An Otis walked up to me.
관리자님, 신경 쓰이지 않으십니까?
Why would I be? Huh?
저 괴짜 과학자가 아직까지는 이라고 말했습니다. 뭔가 뒤가 더 있는 거죠. 제가 더 파볼 수도 있습니다.
Girl, calm down. Otis was right. While Foss did tell us to consider this nothing more than a festival that arrives once in a while, she definitely knew more than she was letting on. I guess she was. But if Foss speaks of something in her characteristically cryptic manner, it means that she'll never tell us until she wants to. Well, it does bother me a little bit, but right now, we don't have a lot of options. Let's just put a pin in its... Is it on its? Whatever. Put a pin in it for now. Altus nodded affirmatively, bowed, and returned to her seats. Well, let's get extracting like Foss said. We're not doing on that blah blah blah. We're not doing that until tomorrow. We're not extracting anything right now until tomorrow. Yeah, I need to like get on top of those new Millie songs. The one I've been listening to on repeat as of late has been Fly. What is it called again? The one that was for Yisan. I have it here. Oh yeah, it's Fly My Wings, yeah. It's such a gorgeous song. I love it so much. Fly My Wings, low-key better than Compass. I haven't listened to Compass. Is it in a future Canto or have I already passed it? Because I'm not sure. Okay. So we won't listen to it then. Oh, it's in this Canto. Okay. So we'll listen to it eventually. And until then, we'll compare. But not for now. Alright. Are we ready to go into Canto 5? Finally? After much waiting? Are we excited for this? Well, me, because I haven't done it yet. I kind of want to change the colors a little bit. I feel a little bit not comfortable for some reason. I don't know what it is. Oh, Between Two Worlds. I don't remember Between Two Worlds, to be honest. I don't remember a thing. Sadly. Sorry, I forget the start of my partner when I change colors. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, huh? Yeah. That works better, yeah. How bright do I want it to be though? This that looks good. This feels cozy. Give me a second, lads. There we go. This Canto has one of the most iconic antagonists in my opinion, and like the top 3 boss fights in this game for me. Can't top Canto 6, so we will see. Oh well, I will see. Two Worlds with Sinclair. Do I want to listen to it? Nah, too complicated. I'll listen to it on my own later because I do not remember it. I don't remember the song that played during Sinclair. I think I just kind of like blocked it out, honestly. Anyways, let's go right into it. Yeah, I know a song plays when you're fighting Cromer. I just don't remember anything from it. I think low-key that fight was kind of like too quick. I forgot what happened. Something happened during that fight. I forgot what it was. But that's okay. Anyways. Canto 5, finally, here we come. Setting sail. It hasn't been so long since the bus, I mean, Bose. I was gonna say Bose. God damn it. Bus boat was hounded by the sirens and the flashing green lights. The sinners were sitting uncomfortably trying to get some shut-eye in the ship cabins. The thought of returning to their rooms didn't even seem to occur to them. Oh. Give me a second. Connection seems fine. You're tripping. 1 second. Okay, we had a little bit of a dip for a second and I got worried. We got a dip for like a couple seconds. I was gonna try and ask if you take Limbus friend requests, but I don't have Limbus installed right now and I made all my support IDs Don Quixote. I could paste the ID in chat if you want me to. But after we get like, you know, to a stopping point, I can paste it in chat really quick. I can do that right now before we continue. I don't think I can leave actually. Has to be after. Alrighty. Okay. The sinners were oh, already read that. After gazing out the window for a while, Foss came to her feet and approached the helm, formerly known as the wheel.
파우스터 씨.
네, 신호가 왔군요.
Paused. Oh, you saw him.
내내 기다리던 그
Wanna give him
연락이
emotional support.
도래했다는 말이오.
드디어 데우스에서의 모험이 시작된다는 말인 겐가?
어떤 신호가 왔다는 거죠? 알람 소리가 들리는 것도 아니고 무언가가 나타나거나 한 적도 없는데요.
시야에는 잡히지 않지만 메피스토펠레스가 먼 곳의 연기 신호를 감지했습니다.
연기... 봉화를 피우려다는 건가? 그걸 기다리고 있었던 거구만.
항해 시작. 첨벙 첨벙.
Splish splash.
슬슬 연안 구역에서 벗어나 대호수 초입이라고 부를 만한 부분으로 진입합니다.
Is it the beach volleyball or is that something or is it a different cutscene?
지금부터는 자동 항해 기능을 작동시키겠습니다.
That was my favorite scene from the
지금까지는
last one.
데우스가 아니었다는 것이요?
I would be so sad if anything happened to Sharon. I don't want anything to happen to her. I would be so sad.
정의를 말하자면 지금껏 데우스에 있었다고 할 수 있지만 특별한 위협이 존재하지 않았기 때문에 돈키호테 씨가 인식하고 있는 정보에 맞춰 구분하여 말씀드렸습니다.
그런 일들이 있었는데 위협이 없었다는 것인가? 저기에 있는 이상구는 항해 내내 양동이만 붙잡고 있지 않은가?
나 괜찮소. 신경
처음엔 물을 퍼내려는 줄 알았건만 속에서부터 다른 걸 퍼내니 어쩔 도리가 없네.
No.
그리고 그 월피렉 위스밤 그것이
What?
지나간 지도 얼마 안 되었고.
Wait, how'd you say that again?
그리고 그 월피렉 위스밤 그것이 지나간 지도 얼마 안 되었고.
Come again?
그리고 그 월피렉 위스밤 그것이
Trigger
지나간
gets a
지도
bump?
얼마 안
What?
되었고.
Where'd you get that from? Wap Harris gives bomb. I love Don Quixote. First the banger of beach volleyball and then I had to why'd you have to remind me? I had to show it to my partner, like the day that we were going through it, I had to show it to her. Yeah, it was like my favorite thing, and I had to look up a clip and show it to her because I could not. Oh, it's so good. Another banger from Don Quixote.
발프루기스의 밤입니다.
And then we had the party pooper correcting her.
그리고 그 모든 일들이 데우스에 의한 것은 아니지 않은가요?
거짓 원인의 오리로군.
어려운 말이 너무 많으니 본인은 자던 잠이나 마저 자겠소.
아니, 위험 구역에 들어섰다면 이제 몸을 추스르고 긴장 상태에 돌입해야 한다고 본다.
Otis?
총원, 경계 배치.
Okay. Otis suddenly leaped to her feet and began barking orders at the sinners.
아이,
Trying to adjust these.
뭐야?
아씨, 심장 멎는 줄 알았네.
오티스, 이 배는 자동으로 운행되고 있어요. 위험한 상황은 피해갈 뿐더러 마주할 수밖에 없다면 경고가 울릴 거예요.
나 참 그런 뜻 모를 기능을 얼마나 신뢰하라는 거지? 게다가 그 장치라는 것도 막판에 그 보트 센터 해결사들이 급하게 붙여놓은 것일 뿐이잖아.
확실히 파우스트가 직접 장착하지 않았죠. 신뢰도가 100%는 아닐 겁니다.
Fun Don Quixote fact: her voice actor revealed in a comic she drew that quite literally flaps her arms for Don's whimsical behavior. Honestly, I don't see why that wouldn't be the case. That is such a thing, like for Dawn to do, just like fucking flip her arms everywhere.
잘 말했다. 자고로 항해는 알 수 없는 일들이 도사리고 있는 법. 결국 사람이 나서야 한다는 것이다.
그렇다면 그대가 이 배를 이끌겠다는 말인가?
관리자님께서 항해에 대한 기억을 갖고 계시지는 않으니 그 편이 옳겠군. 나는 마침 다수를 이끈 경험이 있는 몸이니.
Yeah.
오, 대장!
대장이 아니다. 선장이다. 관리자님, 이번엔 관리자님의 대리로서 선장직을 잠시 맡겠습니다.
She continued before I even had the chance to reply.
자, 들어라. 무릇 항해라는 것은
After an indeterminate amount of time,
라는 것이다. 항해의 기본은.
the creature
다 잘
had
받아
been
적었나,
on.
제군들?
Welcome to the stream.
후비적.
Snore, snore.
우후! 들을수록 신기한 것 투성이군. 마치 모험하는 것 같지 않은가? 곧 거친 파도 속 폭풍을 뚫으며 모험을 하는 것. 그것은 이 몸의 꿈 863개 중 하나였다네.
'Twas one of mine humble 863 old dreams to sail the great lake. 863. Has that been off on the Brainial Corporation? Nice.
어찌 그리도 숫자가 구체적인지.
오티스님, 질문이 있습니다.
좋다. 허가하지.
저 복잡하게 생긴 레버는 무엇인가요?
나도 궁금했다네. 저건 대체 무슨 기능을 하는가? 혹시 누르면 배에서 대포가
Perchance.
쫙 나와서 막 빠바방 하고 나가는 것은 아닌가?
I was like, what'd she do? And it's just gun sounds.
트랜스포메이션 레바인가. 실제로 본다면 제법 멋질 것으로 보.
What lever? I can't see it. Did I skip something else? Oh, just silence.
저 오티스 씨?
요새 들어 쓸데없이 겉멋만 들고 소갈맹이는 제대로 되지 않은 것들이 소위 최신 기술이라는 가짜는 이름 말에 생겨나더군. 편리함만 줬다 보면 위험성은 증대한다. 그런 최신 기술에 기대다 보면 어느 순간 전부 무너질 거라고.
You don't
기계의
know
피와 땀과
what it
같은 나사와
does.
기름 속에서 이뤄진 열기.
Or Altus Boomer. Yeah, it's literally just being old and like. Ugh.
그 속에서 지휘자의 냉철한 리더십과 부하들의 탄탄한 충성심이 만들어내는 조합.
What?
제대로 된 정통과 역사가 있는 공방 장치는 그런 식으로 돌아가는 게 맞는 이치인 것을. 그게 바로 전우회라는 것이 탄생하는 순간이다.
Yeah, Grandma, go to bed.
이해는 안 가지만 멋있어요. 가슴에 뭔가 울림이 느껴져요.
Okay. Alta's voice actor did a great shot and impression, but I'm just this. Oh, that's so cute. Man, I don't know a lot of things.
선장! 최신 기술이라는 것이 자꾸만 불량한 소리를 내고 있어. 어떻게 해야겠어?
이 오티스 증명해 보이겠다. 이따위 최신 기술 없이도 항해에는 문제가 전혀 없다는 걸. 자, 돈키호테 선언. 출력 손잡이를 최대로 개방.
What?
손잡이 최대 개방! 하겠소!
싱클레어 선언. 키를 중앙에 놓고 스위치.
키를 중앙에 놓고 스위치. 키를 중앙에 놓고 스위치.
가자!
엔진 완전히 침묵하였어.
자동 항해 기능이 중지되었군요. 오래된 모듈이라 재부팅을 하려면 약 5시간이 소요됩니다.
Oh, okay. We broke it.
운전수를 버린 벌이야.
Wait, so we're just stuck here?
그럴 리가요. 자동 항해 기능이 메피스토펠레스 엔진에 녹아들었기 때문에 엔진을 기동하는 건 어렵겠지만 배는 움직일 수 있습니다. 수동으로 전환하면 될 뿐입니다.
Pain. Money. Free money. That was a whole big... well, it wasn't big. It just felt long. The laws.
자, 제군들. 이러한 위기 상황에서 가장 중요한 것은 명확한 지휘와 그에 따르는 단합이다. 영 하면 오른발을, 차 하면 왼발을 돌리도록. 영! 차! 영!
자꾸 나발이고 너는 왜 땀 한 방울 안 흘리고 가만히 서 있기만 하는 거냐?
어리석군. 선장의 체력 손실은 부하 전원의 위험을 불러일으킨다. 체력을 보존하기 위해 내 몸은 쓰지 않는 것이다.
네가 언제부터 대장이었냐?
Well, she did say she's the captain, not the commander.
새 새끼들. 아까부터 열받아.
그냥 저 거지 같은 갈매기들을 납치한 다음에 발전기를 돌리게 훈련시키면 안 되는 거냐? 어이, 잘난 파우스트 씨, 척척 박사라며. 그 정도의 기술은 네 머리로 금방 뚝딱 만들어낼 수 있는 거 아니야?
불가능은 아니지만 효용성이 떨어져요. 기초적인 배변 훈련부터 시켜야 하니까요.
카론, 심심해. 카론은 운전하고 싶은데.
교체. 운전기사인 네가 발전기를 돌려라. 심심해하더니 잘 됐고.
어머, 감당되나? 그러면 베르가 가만히 있지 않을 텐데. 면담하고 싶어?
에이, 잠깐, 우리 천천히 뒤집어 보자고. 왜 이렇게 땀을 흘려가면서 발전기를 돌리고 있어야 하냐에 대해 근본적인 원인을 따져보잔 말이야.
모든 결과에 일일이 원인과 책임을 따져보는 것은 구림발상이다. 최종 결과가 성공적이라면 그 전의 것들은 전부 과정에 불과하게 되니까.
아니, 탓을 하자는 게 아니라 애초에 왜 이렇게 쫓기듯이 속력을 내야 하냐 이 말이야. 우리의 목적지는 유사의 큰 항구 중 하나라며. 아니, 목적지도 방향도 정확히 알고 있고 말이야. 그 항구가 움직이는 것도 아니고 왜 그렇게 서둘러야 하는 건데? 아니,
He has a point.
그렇잖아. 이 잔잔한 대호수 한복판에 뭐 갑자기 괴물이 튀어나와서 우리를 다 죽이겠다는 그 뭐 예고장을 보낸 것도 아니고.
축적된 경험들로 인해 어느 정도 직감이 발달하게 된 것 같군요, 그레고르. 흥미롭네요.
어?
파우스트는 이를 긍정적인 변화라고 여깁니다. 우리는 앞으로 10분 이내에 이 구역을 벗어나야 해요. 그러니까 예상의 예상보다 조금 지체되었네요.
불길하지만 구체적인 시간까지 제시하는 이유는?
Okay.
대호수의 규칙 때문입니다.
역시 그 규칙 때문인가?
로자, 당신이 대호수의 규칙을 알고 있을 거라는 예측은 없었는데요. 직감이 이런 방향으로 발달할 수 있다고 보기는.
미안, 이번에는 아는 척 좀 해보려고 했어. 매번 되묻는 패턴도 식상하잖아.
유사의 대호수에는 반드시 지켜져야만 하는 규칙이 있습니다.
Okay.
그리고 그레고르 씨의 말씀과 달리 항구는 움직인답니다.
뭐? 하다하다 호수에서도 규칙이 있다고? 규칙을 어기는 학생이 있으면 호수에서 매라도 들고 오기라도 해?
Don't jinx it.
징징거리는 새끼. 뭐 분하는 규칙은 없어? 귀 따갑군.
Guys, knock it off. I could almost hear a well-timed sigh followed by honest but brutal, piercing words. It was like someone recorded her sigh and played it in my head. But Ishmael was nowhere to be seen on the deck.
그러니까 앞으로 제게 바라는 게 있다면 확실하게 말해주세요.
She wasn't kidding. Ishmael remained in her room, not a peep to be seen nor heard despite the commotion. Not appearing once through all that's happened since the incident.
설명을 드리고 싶지만 그보다 이 구역을 벗어나는 것이 우선된다는 걸 말씀드리고 싶네요. 금방의 대화로 소모한 시간을 계산했을 때 남은 건 7분 정도입니다.
구역을 벗어나려면 직선 거리로 15km가량 남았다. 한 사람당 시속 10km 이상의 추진력을 담당할 수 있어야만 안전하게 넘어갈 수 있다.
오늘따라 단합이 잘 되는군. 아주 흐뭇한 광경이야.
가자, 로신한테! 목적지가 바로 눈앞에 있다! 달려보세라!
쟤는 왜 저렇게 힘이 넘치는 거야?
글렀어. 놓고 갈 공간이 어디 있다고 그러세요?
이 정도 강도에서의 페달링에는 복식 호흡이 가장 효과적이다.
시속 10km 정도를 담당하는 추진력에서는 그렇죠. 좀 더 부하가 필요했다면 코와 입을 모두 써야만 했을 겁니다.
자기는 안 지쳐?
네, 3분 남았습니다.
무슨 일이 일어나는지도 모르면서 이렇게 힘만 빼는 게 의미가 있어?
Just step on it with your leg.
칼은 부릉부릉 하고 싶었어. 이건 따릉따릉이야. 따릉따릉. 재미없어.
So true.
콧노래 부르면서 노동하는 것도 좋은 활력이 되네요.
You have work songs?
왜 이렇게 안 지치는 사람이 많아?
Do you have an AirPod?
저희
Or
집안에서 강제로
AirPod.
받아온 수련에 비하면 힘든
earbuds?
축에도
I don't
질지
know.
못하죠.
다 닥치고 밟기나 해!
앞으로 남은 시간은 30초.
30초.
박진감이 넘치는 건 이것이 바로 모험이 아니겠는가? 이렇게 거대한 적에게 돌진하는 것
말과 호흡을
Oh,
아껴야
done.
한다. 흐름이 망가진다. 들이마시고 내쉬고 들이마시고 내쉬고
I don't see
들이마시고
Ismail. I
내쉬고
don't see Ismail
들이마시고
anywhere.
내쉬고
in
들이마시고
this.
내쉬고 들이마시고 내쉬고.
이제 얼만큼 남았지?
앞으로 10초. 4초.
보통은 이 타이밍에서 5초를 말하지 않나요?
다들 입 다물고 마지막 젖 먹던 힘까지 내라!
Somehow we managed to escape the zone before Foss counted down to 0. Some sinners immediately threw themselves to the deck of the ship like limp puppets, while some looked like they'd just taken a quick rest at a park bench. So we made it somehow, but
규칙에 대한 그 어떤 징조도 보이지 않는다만 내가 잘못 본 건가? 파우스트 씨?
설마 규칙이고 뭐고 순개뻥이었고 우릴 그냥 개처럼 부려먹을 작정이었다면 진심으로 가만두지 않을.
the tranquil lake surface we just pedaled through was gone, as though it was never even there. In its place was an immense something, its innumerable legs, or tentacles, rising above the lake's surface. I couldn't even tell where the thing ended and where the thing began. Did it burst from the lake? Or were we traveling unawares of its body this whole time? That's gross. I couldn't even find the right word to describe the magnitude of that thing. Its appearance sent waves across the waters, all the way to the zone we were in. Mephistopheles shook violently as though it was about to capsize. It need not give me... Stop, I need to read. The proper time. Is that a blobfish on Don's head? It is. That's cute. There's a little squid over here. It's cute. Okay. It need not be said that the sinners on the deck were given an untimely shower
조금만 더 늦었다간 모두가 과자 부스러기 꼴이 되었겠어.
Let me see here. Okay. The Great Lake is genuinely one of the worst places to settle in, right next to the outskirts. Noted. Fun fact, learning more about the lake makes an open can of wheelchairs more horrific. The amno that kidnaps you to a shrimping boat. I don't remember, pardon me. I don't remember. If I remember correctly, the laws of the Great Lake can't be written down because of the head. Is that so? Gregor backshelves from reissue. What is this in context with? What do we mean? Gregor backshots from Yoshu. What is this in context? What did I miss for that? Oh, my arms. Pain. The Gregor backshot. Huh? CG? Oh. That's funny.
겁나란 것이니까.
Please breathed on.
많죠. 이 정도는 되어야 날뛸 맛이 나지.
만일 저것이 우리를 한 번 더 공격하려 한다면 승산은 없다.
아니, 저것은 이곳에서는 우리를 내버려 둘 거다. 그게 대호수의 규칙이니까.
이제 미뤄뒀던 설명을 할 수 있겠군요. 유사 대우수의 규칙은 여러 가지지만 지금 필요한 설명을 간단하게만 하죠. 한 호수에서 일정 시간 이상 머무를 경우 각 호수만의 파도가 밀려옵니다.
보통 저런 걸 파도라고 부르나?
호수와 호수 사이를 넘어가는 것 또한 정해져 있는 시간과 조건이 각각 존재합니다.
뭐야? 그러면 어디에 멈춰 있기만 하면 반드시 저런 문어다리 같은 건데 당한다는 거잖아.
그래서 당연하게도 이 호수 위의 모든 것은 규칙에 맞추어 위치를 바꾸어 갑니다.
Interesting.
그 목표를 향해 가는 방법도 그것에 맞추어 우리를 안내하고요.
혹시 그 규칙이라는 것에 대해 정리되어 있는 건 없나요? 제 방에는 유모가 가문의 규칙이 적힌 종이를 붙여두곤 했어요. 완전히 지키긴 어려웠지만.
That's when I heard a door open. Whoever opened it did with such obvious irritation.
기어코 파도가 왔었나 보네요. 그렇죠?
Ishmael. After such a long period of isolation, Ishmael staggered out of her room at last.
대오수의 규칙은 고작 노트에 몇 줄 적는다고 해결될 사소하고 간단한 내용이 아니에요. 대우수 자체의 규칙은 간단하지만 각 호수의 규칙은 천차만별이니까. 애초에 허가 없이 대우수의 규칙에 대해 문자로 기록하는 것 자체가 유사에 잘 알려진 금기기도 하고요. 그렇다면 몸에 새기면 되겠군.
만약 새긴다는 의미가 경험이 아닌 무의신의 의미라면 그 또한 문제가 됩니다. 해당 사례로 유사의 금기 사냥꾼들이 파견된 적도 있으니까요. 모든 규칙은 구전으로만 옮겨지는 편이 안전합니다.
That is so strange. What have you been doing all this time, Ishmael?
작사를 갈고 있었어요.
Your harpoon? Why?
더
I'll
날카로워야
appreciate
하니까요.
that.
스치기만 해도 살아있다는 사실이 후회스러울 정도로 고통스럽게 만들어줄 거니까.
그럼 그냥 처박히긴 하지 왜 기어 나오는 건데?
그대로 처박혀 있다간 녹아내려 흔적도 없어진 당신들을 구경할 것 같아서요.
There she is.
별로 유쾌하지 않거든요. 그런 걸 또 보는 건. 그리고 호수에 대해 뭣도 모르는 사람들끼리 배를 주물럭거리면서 시간만 축내는 꼬락서니를 더는 못 봐주겠으니까.
Even though it's been a long time since the incident at the boatworks, her biting yet anxious lectures have not dulled at all. I was afraid that she might stir up trouble among the sinners again. Okay, fine. But she was out here with the rest of us, and I wanted to believe that that was more than enough. I decided not to question her further.
이럴 줄 알았죠.
Ishmael walked up to the helm.
뭐 하는 거지? 이 배는 순항 중이다. 오히려 남쪽에서 불어오는 순풍의 영향으로 더 속력이 빨라졌어.
Get out of the way, Otis.
그렇게 보일 수도 있겠네요. 땅에서나 구르던 사람 생각이라는 건 그렇게 일차원적이고 뻔한 편이니까.
I don't mind her grilling Altus. Please do more of that.
이 새끼가 지금 이 오티스에
Altus, let's hear her out.
운이 좋군, 물개놈.
Okay, Ishmael, tell us. How are we not smooth sailing? We got the wind at our backs.
바람 때문이 아니죠. 우리는 끌려가고 있는 거예요.
Dragged? By what?
저 배들에게로.
Just cuts off. Nice. That was nicely placed. Alrighty. Resonance tuning fork. Okay, I guess it's only with fights, but we haven't used any of our Enkephalin modules. I think they were used during the story, but I guess not right now. Wait, how long is Canto 5? $35. I guess that's a lot. I don't know. I can't remember the other contests, how long they were. Okay. Just like Ishmael said, two massive vessels were approaching us not far from where we were. Only used for fights? Okay. That's fair. Hanzo 4 was 52 stages. I have a bad memory, pardon me. Don't mind me. We're not exactly on a collision course with them, though. Ishmael didn't entertain me with an answer. Instead, she took the helm and threw it wildly in one direction.
이 기술은 첨벙 드리프트.
배에도 드리프트가 있었나?
카론, 놀랐어. 주황머리, 신선해.
경쟁자가 생겼군, 카론.
아니, 잠깐만. 이상하군. 분명 방향을 꺾었는데도 왜 저 배들 사이로 우리 배가 이동하지?
뱃머리가 미동도 하지 않아요.
So Ishmael turned the Mephistopheles helm around to the opposite direction of the two ships. We were getting dragged even faster by them. And there was nothing we could do about it.
이스, 설마 전진 후진 레버를 반대로 당긴 건 아니지?
엔진은 껐어요.
Turned the engine off?
뭐?
배들이 합쳐지는 건가요?
야, 이 미친 새끼야! 지금 짜부라지게 생겼는데 그런 한가로운 감성이 나와?
어이 물개! 큰 소리를 그렇게 치더니 이제 어떡해!
좀 닥쳐요.
Okay.
잡아당겨지고 있을 때를 최대한 이용할 거예요. 그리고
부딪힌다!
지금!
Immediately before the crash, Ismail deftly revved the engine and adjusted several levers in a series of decisive motions before speeding us between and past the two vessels.
뒤쪽이
Oof. The ship's stern was crushed, but it was better than getting completely sandwiched between those two ships.
이 정도라면 며칠 내로 회복이 가능한 수준입니다. 메피스토펠레스의 엔진이 자가 수복시키겠죠.
That's good at least. We don't have to take it to repair.
아니 지금 보니까 이 파괴된 정도가 아니라 통째로 뽑혀 나갔는데?
마치 처음부터 그곳에 있지 아니했던 것 같소.
I took another look at where the stern used to be. It was as the center said. The stern wasn't crushed. It was blah, blah, blah. It was effectively deleted as though it had never been there. I left the bizarre looking cross section behind.
유사의 특이점, 공명굽세의 특징이죠.
Decorp singularity, the resonance tuning fork.
이곳의 배들은 원래 하나였던 것처럼 서로 끌어당기며 합쳐지기도 하고 목적에 따라 언제 하나였냐는 것처럼 분리되기도 하니까요.
Decorp singularity is really cool. I still need to understand what it does.
저 정도 크기의 배들이 쓰는 공명굽세 정도라면 우리처럼 공명굽세가 없거나 주파수가 안 맞는 배들을 그대로 삼켜버리는 일이 빈번하죠. 아, 이런. 명령이 내려지지도 않았는데 운전대를 잡게 되었네요, 관리자님.
Don't apologize. You just saved all of our lives.
뭐 그러려던 건 아니긴 하지만요. 이해해 주신다니 고맙네요.
Basically can combine or decombine any two objects. That's a little wild.
아, 시키지 않은 설명이 나오는 것까지 이해 좀 해주세요. 워낙 떽떽거리는 소리가 시끄러워서 배 한가운데에서 귀마개를 할 순 없잖아요.
전장에서 입이 거른 사람은 굴러다니는 돌멩이만큼 많았다. 실력만 뛰어나다면 그러는 걸 굳이 제지할 필요도 없을 테지. 죄송합니다, 관리자님. 저는 잠시만
Aw,
휴식을
she really hit a
취하겠습니다.
nerve.
어찌 풀이 죽은 것이오? 대장, 아니 선장!
시끄럽다. 처음부터 대장은 저기 계신 관리자님이었어.
Downcast and shoulders slumped, Otis made her way into the ship cabins.
목적지에 거의 다 왔군요. 유사의 5대 항구 중 하나인 청새치 항구선입니다.
The 5 great ports of U-Corp, the Marlin port. Okay. Pa's voice was dry and emotionless, as though what had just happened didn't affect her one bit.
와, 정말 크네요.
What is?
지금까지 제가 보았던 배 중에 손에 꼽을 정도로 커다란 걸요?
Hanlu was right. We were approaching a massive ship, so large that it could almost be mistaken for an island. Whichever was the case, it was clear that the port was a mega structure built from countless metal shipping containers.
안개가 걷히니 비로소 보이지 않던 것이 보이는구려. 이런 커다란 것까지 가릴 줄이야.
One tidbit about the old fandom wiki is that the Snug Harpoon, the trivia says, this ego's and weaknesses are wrath and pride. Blah blah blah. Wrath and pride. This is a reference to the fact she's an angry lesbian. Kind of, yeah. I can see that. I can see that being the case a lot, yeah. She does give off that energy.
배? 저 정도 규모면 이미 배라는 개념을 벗어나 보이는데.
Yeah. Can't help but agree there, Ishmael. Ishmael, but what? Okay. Does that count as a ship in the Great Lake? I imagine it does if it does the function of a ship.
대호수에서 자꾸 육지 상식을 꺼내봐야 소용없어요. 공명급세를 쓴다면 저런 배는 밥 먹듯이 볼 테니까요. 아니, 고래고기 먹듯이라고 해야 할까요?
Yeah, it makes sense if the lake has its own whole like set of rules and stuff and laws that need to be understood. Kidnappers. Oh, there we go. We're spending our hard-earned energy now.
죽음 충동 억제, 관념 봉인.
자, 그럼 여기서 잠시
Oh, finally.
작별의 시간이군. 나와 카루는 이 근처에서 볼 일이 있다.
볼 일? 왜? 또 무슨 일인데?
인어 향수나 살까 한다. 고 해두지.
Okay. SI Rodion, or is it SI? The ID you got last time is pretty good. Yeah, do we have Sancho? I don't know if we have Sancho. I don't remember. See it's pronounced like or C. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Bottles of mermaid perfume extracted straight from their left fins. Special discount.
우후, 우리 것도 사다 주는 것인가? 인어 향수라니. 호수에는 신기한 게 많군.
유사에는 고래와 인어를 이용한 상품들이 주 수입원으로 사용되고 있어요. 고래 기름, 인어 눈물, 인어 향수, 고래 요리 등등 다양하죠.
Interesting.
오, 저기에는 아이스크림 가게도 있는 것 같소.
정어리 고래맛 아이스크림. 나 정말 저런 게 먹고 싶은 거야.
Sardine whale flavored ice cream. That's yuck.
보기에는 이상해도 의외로 먹을만해. 정우리는.
Not an ice cream, dude.
난 정어리 맛보다는 청새치 고래 맛이 궁금하오.
길잡이께서는 이번에도 동행하지 않는 것이요.
길잡이라는 것의 역할이 그런 것 아니겠나. 올바른 방향을 가리킬 뿐 그 방향으로 걸어가는 것까지는 소관이 아닌 것이지.
It feels like being a kid in a supermarket and Vergilius is like holding us walking into like towards the entrance and he's like, okay kiddo, go in there, do your thing. I'll be out here if you need me. And if he's like, but are you sure? I need some guidance. I need hand holding. I need you to tell me what to do. Why are you leaving me alone?
틀리지는 않으나 벅청 없이도 들려.
올바르게 들었어 이상. 내가 너희와 나눌 정도 없으니까.
Oof. Okay. Alright, Bucko.
나 참 이런 잡담이나 나누고 있으니 정 같은 소리나 듣지.
Brother was like, don't get your hopes up.
파우스터 씨.
저희를 기다리는 분들이 계십니다.
I wonder if there will be like a little bit more exposition towards Regilia's side, a little bit like showing emotion maybe, or like that he cares, because like I think it has to be difficult if you're like, you know, he kind of has to care to some extent, but I don't know. Like it's not like he doesn't, but like I don't know.
미리 파견 나온 LCCB 직원들로부터 유사한 황금가지가 있는 로보토미 지부의 위치를 전달받기로 했습니다. 전달받은 마지막 접선지 위치에 따르면 이쪽입니다.
Okay, random thought that just popped in my head. You know, Iron Lung was able to be possible because Markiplier had the passion to make it. With that being said, now I think it's possible, even more than before, that someone could make a movie from the Project Moon games. I believe it now 100%. Who's gonna make it? I don't know. But I think now it's possible, and I think it should be possible. Someone has to. I need that to be a thing. Just throwing that out there.
좀 으스스하네요.
It's just some graffiti, Sinclair. Get over it.
아무도 안 보이는데? 어떻게 된 거야, 파우?
저를
I believe they mentioned anime. Oh, if they made that into an anime, that'd be so good.
전달받은 장소는 이곳이 맞습니다.
그럼 이번에 우리가 먼저 도착한 건가? P4 팀이라더니 이름에 어울리지 않는 행동도 하는군 그래?
정확히 정정하자면 저희 쪽에서 1시간 30분가량 늦었습니다.
That's funny.
이상하군. 지난번 제2사에서 만난 LCCB 대원들은 훨씬 전부터 대기.
I'm sure that comment reminded everyone of the same duo. It did for me too. Thinking about them even for a brief moment is... Oh yeah, because... Oh, I'm sad now.
기다림의 끝에 숙면을 취하기로 한 것 같다.
I forgot. Effie, Saudi. We didn't deserve you to.
시간이 몇 시야? 아무리 그래도 너무 늦은 거 아니냐? 어?
아, 미안하오. 급히 향하다 예상치 못한 사고에 휘말리는 바람에.
아이, 그러면 그런 사고까지 예상해서 일찍 출발했어야지.
Who's this guy? Someone from the corner of the shipping container rises from their nap and stretches. They sound oddly aggressive.
어? 아이쿠 이런.
Hongnu, wait.
명찰이 삐뚤어져 있잖아요. 단정한 매무새는 언제나 중요하니까요.
Shut up. I'm just watching. I don't have topics anymore. Don't worry about it.
어라? 명찰에
Just enjoy the
질척거리는데.
ride. On his chest hung an upside-down LCCB agent badge. It was soaked in blood.
명찰은 자극적인 효과를 위한 연출이었어. 자, 어디 뭐였더라? 림버스 컴퍼니 비포팀 팀장. 겁도 없이 우리 구역에서 걸리적거리고 있더군.
Oh, so this is an enemy.
볼품없는 연출이라 걸리적거리는데 분하기 전에 본론부터 말해.
어휴, 지각한 놈들이 성미는 또 급하네. 들어봐. 너희 황금 뭐를 찾고 있지?
그자를 어떻게 한 거지?
목숨은 잘 붙어 있으니까 염려는 마시고.
인질 협상을 하자는 거로군.
우리가 사람 가지고 한두 번 장사한 건 아니라서 말이야. 간단해. 돈을 주면 당신네 친구를 풀어준다. 안 주면 친구께서는 이곳이 바로 관짝이 되어버리는 거지.
납치범이었냐? 더러운 자식들.
잠깐. 그 자꾸들 성미가 급하셔. 말보다 몸이 먼저 나가시려는 분이 계시네. 협상이 잘못될 경우에도 친구는 관짝행이야. 돈만 깔끔하게 주면 너희는 불련한 친구랑 황금 그 모시기를 찾으러 가시든가 하면 되는 거야. 쉽잖아. 그럼 우리가 맛집은 풀코스로 알려줄게. 서비스로.
이 버러지가.
자자. 알았어. 그쪽이 말하는 바는 충분히 알았으니까 우리끼리 잠깐 얘기 좀 나눌게. 응?
괜히 우리가 여기서 눈에 띄게 행동해봐야 좋을 게 뭐가 있겠어. 섣불리 움직이다가 정말 납치된 LCCB 대원이 죽기라도 하면.
상황이 우리에게 불리한 건 사실이다. 황금가지에 대해 자세히 알지도 못하는 것들이 무턱대고 돈이 될 것 같은 자를 납치한 것 같군.
지금껏 황금가지를 빼앗으려는 악인들은 많았지만 이렇게 무작정 강도질을 하는 자는 또 처음일세.
얄팍한 알맹이 없는 장난질이다.
섣불리 무기라도 휘둘렀다가는 파악되지 않은 저놈의 동료, 더 크게 보자면 이 구역을 주름잡고 있을 수도 있는 조직에게 쫓기게 되겠지.
유사에 대한 정보가 거의 없는 우리에게는 상황이 상당히 불리해진다.
그러게 조직의 크기가 얼마나 될지도 모르겠고 대사를 들으니까 한두 번 해본 솜씨도 아니어 보였지.
그런 거라면 규모가 작은 조직일 수도 있다는 거 아닌가요?
규모가 작으면 그냥 싹 다 조지면 끝날 일이잖아. 인질을 처리하기도 전에.
I will say this will be the last hour before calling it a night, so just putting that out there in advance because I'm visibly getting tired. So.
아니, 그 말대로 규모가 크지 않더라도 또 다른 골칫거리가 될 수 있다. 점 조직, 추적하기도 어려울 정도로 소규모일 수 있다는 거지.
So we don't know anything. Great.
정말로 저희가 돈을 안 주면
진짜 저런 것들을 수틀리면 죽인 후에 시체도 영원히 못 찾게. 어딜 가나 있는 더러운 버러지들.
All kinds of awful images and ominous speculation begin to overwhelm us. Oh, it's doing the thing. I forgot. The so-called kidnappers were crowding amongst themselves, giggling and chattering. They knew that our options were limited. Okay, then I'm going to start off by asking how much they want. We're out of our element here. The best I can do is try to gather some information, at least. A short, exasperated sigh escaped Ishmael's lips. She had been standing here this whole time, arms crossed over the harpoon that rested upon her chest.
돈을 주겠다? 저것들한테요? 기어이 미치신 거죠?
What do you suggest?
변명은 관심 없고요.
Then give me an
이게
option.
관리자님이 내리신 최선의 판단 맞아요?
판단에 대한 의심은
불필요하다. 네, 당신이라면 그렇게 말하겠지.
판단은 곧 명령이다. 의심은 곧 불복이고. 이스마엘, 네 놈이 얼마나 뛰어난 물개든 간에
Okay, Odyssey, you can shut up.
뭐 그럴 수도 있고요. 나한테 직접 해라 말라 하는 말 없었으니 상관없다고 생각하는데 도저히 이대로는 참을 수가 없어서.
Ismael strode toward the kidnappers. It was plain from her tone and expression that she did not care one bit about what the other sinners said.
명령 불복종에 대한 처벌은
She shot me a fleeting glance before raising her harpoon.
편하실 때 내려주세요, 관리자님.
God damn. Forehead. The entire course of her action, from start to finish, was so full of absolute confidence that no one even thought to stop her. I couldn't either.
대박.
Ryoshi was right. The kidnapper suffered a total obliteration of forehead.
이스마엘 씨, 방금 무슨 짓을 하신 거예요?
Sinclair was the first to snap out of his stupefied silence.
이러면 인질로 잡혀있다는 LCCB 대원이 화를 당할 수도 있잖아요. 저희 때문에.
Sinclair was trembling hard. I couldn't tell if it was the welling tears he was holding back or an uncontrollable fury.
그때처럼 에피 씨와 소드 씨처럼 불과 몇 달 전일 뿐이었어요. 그새 잊은 건 아니시잖아요.
Pretty honest though. Sinclair's memories? I saw an image of Saudi and Effie, both smiling. Both were excellent field agents. And because they were both excellent agents, they suffered to their last moments before our eyes. Helplessly watching as they slowly expired in front of him, as his old, at his old home at that. That day must have been scorched into his memories. I recalled Ishmael's vision that I witnessed back at the boatworks. Was that also a moment that was burned into her memories? I wonder. Ishmael didn't seem to find Sinclair's questions worth answering. She strode toward one of the closed shipping containers and kicked it open. A body that had been dead for so long that its complexion and consistency barely resembled that of a living human slumped to the floor.
이건 일주일 정도 됐네요. 당연히 LCCB 대원은 아니고요.
Ishmael kicks the body, tossing it on its back.
옷을 보아하니 이곳 청새치 항구로 놀러온 관광객들이네요. 호수에서 관광을 다닐 정도면 부자라는 소리 좀 듣고 살았을 텐데 돈을 보내지 못할 리는 없었겠죠. 납치, 협박, 살인 이런 조직은 모습만 조금씩 바뀔 뿐 오래전부터 유사 이곳저곳에 뿌리 내려져 있었어요. 잡초같이 사방에.
Okay.
오히려 여기서는 해적이라고 부르는 게 더 맞는 표현이죠.
Yeah, pirates would be more fitting.
인지를 돌려줄 것처럼 계속 돈을 요구하다가 상대에게 더 이상 뜯어낼 게 없을 때
Ishmael poked the body with her foot.
이런 식으로 죽이는 거죠.
한두 번이 아닌 듯하네만. 어째서 이런 일들이 당연하다는 듯이 벌어지는 것인가? 이곳은 관광지 아니었던 겐가?
이런 경우엔 보통 엄청나게 든든한 뒷배가 있는 경우가 많겠지.
그것이 도대체 무슨 관계가 있다는 말이오? 이런 악인들이 도시를 굴러다니는데 아직 도시의 해결사들이 이 사실을 모르는 것이 틀림없어. 그렇지 않다면 빈곤한 자가 많아 의뢰하지 못했거나 지금이라도 정의로운 협회에 서신을 보낸다면.
제발 돈키호테 씨. 아직도 그 정의와 악인 타령이에요? 현실이 그렇게 안 보이나요?
Oh no.
본인은
아니 그냥 말하지 마요. 어차피 먹히지도 않을 거. 답답하니까 자꾸 말하게 되네. 항상 이딴 식이니까 일이 자꾸 늦어지기만 하잖아. 지금쯤이면 만나기로 한 LCCB 대원에게 정보를 얻고 있었어야 했는데.
Ishmael's eyes darted around with wrath, impatience, and anxiety. A metaphorical storm, an amalgamation of senses. She was billowing wildly and helplessly in the tempest. I could not even hope to hold her steady.
너희가 자초한 거야.
Kidnapper too.
이 근방은 다 우리 구역이라고. 우리 조직으로 말하자면
올 거면 그냥 빨리 오세요.
All right. Okay. God damn. All right.
나라면 인원들을 좀 더 후방에 배치하겠어.
아니 뭔 전략 분석을 하고 있어? 응원하라고 쓰여 있는데?
고귀하게.
Ishmael has a special status, by the way. I did not read.
후회 안에 갇혀줘.
효력사. 좋아.
저런 사람을 영입해.
Oh, I see it.
꿰뚫려라.
사무실 직원을 더 늘릴 재정을
꿰뚫리고.
아까는 대단했어.
한 사람이 낼 수 있는 일격으로서는 감탄할 수준이었지.
Compulsion starts encounter with -25 SP. At less than 0 SP at turn start, gain 3 attack power up. Interesting. So if she heals her sanity, will do better, I guess.
가족을 위해.
그대 또한 잠들게.
제가 묻었네요.
Nice.
여기 확대해봐.
상태가 안 좋군. 지금 공격에 들어가는 게 유효하겠어.
정화.
편히 쉬시게. 네, 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
비명을 질러라.
쏟아내라.
무차 잠들어.
분위기 좋은데?
지금이라면 한 단계 높은 의뢰도 성공시킬 수 있겠군.
순식간에 끝내죠.
The attack power is there to combat the fact you roll badly. It goes away as soon as you hit positive sanity. Okay. That's fair.
풍 속에서
추잡하네.
한놈.
아까는 대단했어.
한 사람이 낼 수 있는 일격으로서는 감탄할 수준이었지.
목을 내놓고 있도록 찢어 놓아주마.
편히 쉬시네. 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
흙으로
따뜻한 피 쏟아내라.
Nice.
한 자루는 죽어 떠난 자에 대한 축하를, 한 자루는 목숨에 묶여 살아갈
Okay,
자에 대한
not too bad.
엄숙한 애도를.
Nice and simple.
장례는 이상으로 끝내겠소.
Okay. Insubordination. Another fight. I see. If you want to stop here is a good spot, by the way. At most, I guess we could do like a couple more, but I'm not sure how the tempo picks up. Cause I'd say we have 30 more minutes. Not sure how you feel at that time, but you'll probably be more familiar because you've done this before. Yeah, I'd say save it for next time. Okay. We can do that then. I'm good with that. What else should we do then? Do we just do Limbus chores, or do we play something else for the remaining time? I'd be ambitious and say we could do one run of Night Rain, but I kind of don't want to. Well, I would like to do that, but also I don't think that's good for me to do. But it depends. Chores, yeah. Limbus chores. So first we're gonna do this. And then we can do a Lux and then a Threat Excavation and call it a day.
죽음 충동 억제.
Alright, we're doing chores.
관념
Limbus
봉인.
chores.
여기 확대해봐.
나아가 주게.
Just turn off the brain. Just
지금
click
공격에 들어가는
and
게
click and shoot.
유효하겠어.
Click and shoot.
사람을 영입해야 하는
건데. 사무실 직원을 더 늘릴 재정 여유는 없고 총알값만 낭비하겠네.
어차피 똘지도 못하는데 몇 발이나 쏟아부으려는 거야.
타겟 제거 확인.
긍정적인 신호다.
나아가 주게.
마음은 놓지 말고.
꿰뚫려라.
효력사. 좋아.
Actually, I might want to listen to the song after this, after we're done with the chores, because we might not have.
지금이라면
This is gonna be done very
높은
quickly.
의뢰를 성공시킬 수 있게.
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
예쁘네.
속에서 파묻혀 잠들어라.
타겟 제거 확인.
긍정적인 신호다.
고귀하게.
마음은 놓지 말고.
편히 쉬시게. 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
알겠어.
속에서 구회 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
타겟 제거 확인.
긍정적인 신호다.
나아가주게.
마음은 놓지 말고.
세명을 질러.
There we go. One chore done. Oh my god, I'm so sad. I completely forgot. I thought we were gonna like low-key see them again, and then I forgot. No, they're not. They're not coming back. Beautiful. Nice, nice. What do you get at the very end? I want to see. You get... Oh, that looks gorgeous. Canto 9. This announcer. Do we want to view it? No, I don't know if I want to. Okay, I want to wait for that actually. Yisung also has this version of that ego, by the way. That's cool. What do we have? It's the fairy gentleman. It's fine. Not the worst.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
나라면 인원들을 좀 더 후방에 배치하겠어.
아니 뭐
Fairy
저희가
judgment is
하고
pretty
있어.
simple. Yeah.
응원하라고 쓰여 있는데.
Figured.
찢어 발겨주마.
편히 쉬시게.
오, 적합한 판단이었어.
덮어놓고 공격하는 것보단 적을 잘 관찰하는 게 중요하지. 사격도 적재적소에 알맞은 탄을 써야 하는 법이지.
뭐 사격에만 해당하는 얘기는 아닐
순식간에
거야.
끝내죠.
아마.
떼어라.
거둘 수 없다면 직접 후회를 새겨주지.
따뜻한 피. 엎드리도록.
여기 확대해봐.
상태가 안 좋고.
정화.
지금 공격에 들어가는 게 유효하겠어.
Close.
타겟 일부가 터져버렸어.
잘 됐어. 이제 신경 쓰이던 공격은 해소되겠군.
따뜻한 피.
분위기 좋은데?
지금이라면 한 단계 높은 의뢰도 성공시킬 수 있겠군.
찢어 발겨주마.
따뜻한 피. 너희의 무기로
나라면 인원들을 좀 더 후방에 배치하겠어.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
아니 뭔 전략 분석을 하고 있어? 응원하라고 쓰여 있는데?
Damn, let's go.
제가 묻었네요.
Oh, easy. I thought it was gonna take a little while longer.
피 분수가 폭죽보다도 높이 솟아올랐어. 아니야, 이렇게 크게 웃으면 안 돼. 아름다움을 잃지 않게. 그리고 제2
Alright, you're talking
권속으로서의
about a lot, Radiant. Alrighty, those chores have been done. And we're all good for now. Do I want to update this image? We are in February. What's something for Valentine's that looks appropriate? Maybe this one, Radion, looks appropriate, but let me double check. Wild Hunt, clearly for Valentine's. Where's Wild Hunt? Where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, this one? Yeah, it's the only one. Not necessarily. I'll do redeem. Shut your eyes now, accept the meat of the heavens. I'm still keeping that one. Can I change the... Yeah, I want to customize the card. Give me a red. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Oh yeah, let me copy my code and then I can post it in the chat if needed. I did take a little bit of a while for that. Yeah. I don't think we even have any friend requests, do we? It would tell me otherwise, but I don't think I see any. Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah, it would tell me, but I do not. But alright. I think we can wrap it up there. Might as well. But that's really interesting. I really do like... I don't mind the, you know, dwelling into the story and just getting like this long exposition, because it's not necessarily like it's not like a long burn, but it's like I don't mind it. If not, I want more of that, because I'm just here mostly for this story, to be completely honest. And it's very interesting when it just kind of expands on that or adds more elements or world building to that. It's kind of like my favorite thing, so I don't mind this at all. I feel like it's very interesting, so talking about it isn't bad. Yeah, I agree for sure. I can already see this being like a very interesting one, so not that I doubted that, but I can see that like from what we've experienced so far. So tomorrow we'll be continuing with that for the part where we left that. And then Wednesday and Thursday I'll be off. I'm keeping those as my off days. I'll just be doing fuck whatever. I'm not sure if I want to work on a video. I'll try, but there'll be no timeline for that. I can't ensure that I'll have something, or if I even have the motivation to work on a video, because I just right now I'm focusing my motivation on working out and streaming, and that's mostly it. If I find some motivation to work on a video, I will, but it'll just be, don't expect it anytime soon, but just throwing it out there. And then on Friday, we'll continue Silk Song, because I need to get back on that. So my plan so far is Friday, Saturday, Silk Song, and then Sunday we can play at least one round, or we'll dedicate that stream for Night Rain, because I still want to do solo runs. And then Monday and Tuesday for Limbus. I think that's a good balance for me to have some diverse things to play. I will say I'm very craving a horror experience because of, you know, I watched Iron Lung. But I'm craving like a space existential type of horror. Like I want something either like Soma, or like, I'll say even like Outlast. I want some more horror in my life. I really like horror. But yeah, I kind of also look-y want to continue Resident Evil. Because we did the first game. I kind of want to play the second game. But yeah. Our variety streamer. Yeah. I tried being a Night Rain streamer for a bit. And not that I was trying to be, but I was just kind of obsessed with Night Rain for a bit. I still kind of am. But I'm trying to balance that out now. I'm trying to like... I'm breaking away from it. And I'm like trying to get back into things. Because I should try to be more consistent. Or at least a bit more disciplined with, you know, what I want this channel to be and how I want it to grow, whatever. Because it does matter. Consistency does matter. You know, I shouldn't like beat myself over it, but I should at least work on that consistency. You know. Anyways, good night, everyone. Get some good rest. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, if you've enjoyed, do leave a like. It's really appreciated. Thank you all very much. Thank you who are watching on the TikTok live. Edgar Torres, Noel Acuña, and then Vembal. I hope you were entertained for the last hour and so much. So, all right, take care, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.